Hey people tuning into my video on my Traxxas Fortec 2.0. Hey, if you didn't see my video yesterday, I took this out and attempted to do my first speed runs with the extra speed gearing in there that Traxxas includes with the 2.0. I put that in. I've got my 3S battery to take advantage of that taller gearing. Got my heat sink. I got a little fan that I ended up getting to save shipping, and because I wasn't wanting to get fans and complicating this whole process, but you know, to get a fan, which was actually pretty cool, Power Hobbies fan, and it has an aluminum base on it, so it adds to the heat sink of the ESC right here. So it's more than just a fan, it adds extra aluminum for extra cooling. So to save some of the shipping, I bought that fan. It was just a no-brainer. So I put that fan on, and it plugs in directly to the ESC, and it runs when you turn it on. But I wanted to talk to you today about, I crashed yesterday doing my speed runs. Unfortunately, worst thing that I wanted to happen. And so now I'm looking at the carnage afterwards. And I just want to bring this into a video and just show you, because now that I have it apart and I'm looking at it a little bit more, I just wanted to show you the good thing about what it was and the plastic parts is that when it hit that impact at 60 miles an hour, you know, the plastic gives and flexes, and so it doesn't do as much damage. Yes, I broke some things, but if that was all aluminum, then it probably would have you know, aluminum's more expensive, and it probably would have bent up a lot more because it has less give. So the plastic is more forgiving, but the downside of the plastic of the Traxxas parts is so much flex and so much inaccuracy. This is not caused by the accident, but see how much flex is in that. This suspension arm has a little bit of flex. The little I don't know what my correct terminology is right now because I'm just making this video quickly. This little pin that goes in there that the C-hub and this part rides on does not have real tight tolerances. So this thing floats around like garbage. I mean, it wobbles. It wobbles in 360 degrees. There's a lot. And so when you're going, you know, 40, 50, 60, 70 miles per hour, I mean, you're getting this wobble in the wheel and movement. So this car is going to be, it's never going to track right. And it, you know, it's a give and take. And I'm not complaining or bashing Traxxas. Traxxas is what it is. I mean, it's a little bit more reliable, and, you know, plastic parts are cheaper because I sourced on the internet to go see how much this C-hub was and this bearing carrier, whatever that's called, and it's like $60 for you know, the front, just the front. And is that going to be the solution to clear up a lot of this ridiculous flex and wobbling and inaccuracy? I don't know until I spend that money and get it. I mean, once I put the aluminum on there, and then it may be cut down a little bit, but it still has wobble, then I consider that not being a worthy purchase. Like I said, I've already probably got $550, $600 invested in this. This is way more than I wanted to do in the beginning. I was thinking like $350 and I'm done, and I have a toy to play with and, you know, experiment and drive and get some enjoyment out of. Now I'm a lot past that, and now just having fun with it, you know, doing the 60, trying to hit 70 plus miles per hour, and it just got wobbly and just went whoop and flipped up and went flying into the curb, and then broke that. Also, too, I didn't even think about this at the time, but my dog bone, I lost my dog bone. So those are $8 to $10. I got to go buy a new set of those because I went back. It's nowhere to be found. Got to have a dog bone. You know, there's one over here and one over here that drives the wheel, and so I got to buy that too. And so this is probably going to end up being, you know, $60, $70 repair, just you know, just to get it running again. Luckily, nothing else was really damaged other than the body took the abuse. And all this time, I've really taken care and by adjusting my suspension to keep it firm enough so that it's not, you know, just beating up the bottom. I mean, it did get a little bit of road rash right here. That's from one of the joints where I run it. Is a little bit taller and a little bit steeper, and the car hits that, and it's going, you know, so fast that it just hits that and clips it right there, and there's just no way to really avoid that. But I wanted to bring this to your in the video because I don't know, that's just kind of disappointing that this has so much flex and so much movement in it. But again, that's, you know, that's part of that makes it where if you crash, I mean, you're not bending aluminum and burning through $60–70 every time and really twisting up, damaging more. So this being plastic, and here's my part right here. There is a bushing that goes in there with a screw, and so I lost the bushing, so I probably got to buy this whole new unit at the hobby store, and because I just need that bushing, and so I don't know, it turned into a mess really quickly. Just a simple thing turns into a little bit more complicated, but there's just a lot of wobble at this point down here with this screw that mounts right there. It's not a very precision RC car. And I mean, I've had other RC cars that have not nearly had this amount of inconsistency, you know, with the parts, and they were actually cheaper, or they cost the same, and so it's just I think it's more just a Traxxas thing, but again, it is what it is, and I'm not going to dwell on that. But you know, the plastic breaks, and also this is like $4 or $5 versus $25 for the aluminum. You know, the aluminum looks cool, and it probably adds a little bit more precision, you know, a little less wobble and things, and you know, inaccuracies in the tolerances. But again, you break that and bend that up, you're going to spend a lot more to replace it. The plastic is relatively cheap, you know, and so that is a benefit. Just replace it with plastic and be out for, you know, $15 instead of $60 for aluminum, the pieces that I need. But that's my video. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll get this edited right now and get it up on Thanksgiving Day. All right, bye-bye. But everything looks good, and thank goodness too, closing out, my battery didn't come out. In a crash like that with it spiraling in the air, a lot of batteries would come out. They can come disconnected and they skid across the ground. This is a hard pack, and they get beat up that way, and they can get damaged. If you impact these hard enough, you're going to damage the cells inside, and then you don't recognize it. You come home and charge your battery, you walk away or go out to the garage and you set your house on fire from a damaged cell from an impact that the battery took. So very good that it's sealed in here, and these were the hot racing little brackets that I got with a strap to hold in the 3S, because this 3S is quite a bit taller. A quality 3S is going to be a little bit bigger battery than a 2S battery. Bye-bye.